daddies in the ground beneath the maple tree as the angels sing an old Hank Williams song. Time marches on, 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 time marches on. Labor Day weekend, I was 17. I bought a Coke and some gasoline, and I drove out to the county fair. When I saw her for the first time, she was standing there in the ticket line, and it all started right then and there. Oh, say the sky made a perfect sunset, and that's a day I'll never forget. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. She was killing me in that mini skirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. She had a suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget, something like that. It was 5 years later on a southbound plane. I was headed down to New Orleans to meet some friends of mine for Mardi Gras. When I heard a voice from the past.
Well, here we are. We're back again for the NHMRL as guys are out there qualifying. It's John M.O.D. with Chubb, Anthony Cottles with me, and tonight we have Casey Childers from the ECC. He's out to help us too, and he's going to be live on TikTok because we're live on YouTube tonight. Casey, where are we going to find you on TikTok? Is that at Casey Childers?
It'll be at Casey Childers 8 on TikTok.
At Casey Childers 8 at TikTok. So hopefully we'll pick up some viewers tonight. We got 14 drivers, it looks like. Maybe 15, 14, 13, 14, something like that. Not a huge field tonight as we hit the track for the first time this season. We got 14 races ahead of us this season. 12 of them are points races, and we have 2 drops during those points races. So it gives the guys a lot of leeway this season here in the super late models to show up, but if they miss a race, it's not going to kill them in the point standing. So Casey Childers, he runs ECC. Well, we got a new series starting this week in the pro late models, don't we?
Starting Wednesday, we're going to have pro late models, 10 race season, $10 to enter, and 100% payout to the top 3 in points. A lot of fast guys normally join that. And if you're not that fast, you can still join it. Might learn some stuff off of them. We're just trying to give some people a good place to come out and race and not really have to mess with host lobbies a big lot, about like what you do.
Well, we got Tuesdays locked up, but Casey, he's doing the open setup Wednesdays. Chubb, how'd that qualifying go out there, buddy?
Pretty good so far.
Hope it went better than what it looked like coming off the track there. Knock the bumper off of it. But looks like right now Chubb's sitting 5th right now.
Yeah.
Right now our leader, the qualifying leader, is Klein Everhart. He's been a part of the series, part of the league for a long time. ETI, his company, him and his dad, has always been a big supporter of the NHMRL. Monsters of Dirt. Appreciate them. Trying to find somebody to watch out here as we're still qualifying a little bit.
Yeah, Tim's the only one left, I believe.
Right now, I've got Bryson Daffern out on the track in the 18 car. He's qualified 9th so far with a 13.707.
Yep, it looks like Klein got the pole with that 28 there. Let's go back and see if I can't find that lap. Getting ready to go racing here. It's going to be 150 laps of action for these 14 cars. Gene Wolf and Cody Shantz are out here tonight. Cody's just got back a rig earlier last week, right before the Monsters of Dirt race. Cody is a Monsters of Dirt champion in the 305s. Gene Wolf's champion in the Monsters of Dirt and the street stocks. Joseph Grandy's out here tonight. Good to see Joseph. Appreciate your support tonight, Joseph. In the 518 car, Joseph's going for a championship tomorrow night in the Monsters of Dirt in the 410 series. He might have a long shot at the 358s. I don't quite remember. Bryson Daffern's in this race tonight. Bryson's a multi-time champion on dirt and asphalt in our series. So definitely. Chris Long's out here. He's the B-Main bandit. We don't have a B-Main for him to win tonight. Tim Trowbridge, you know him from the crew chief in the IndyCar series. Mr. Hotshot, the only celebrity I know. Anthony Chubb Cottle. Hunter Parsons back tonight. He's with the Gene Wolf and Cody Sean's crowd. Hunter Parsons used to be really good, especially on asphalt, man. But I think Hunter won a championship in the Monsters of Dirt, if I'm not mistaken. How much time we got left, Chubb?
6 seconds.
6 seconds, the longest 6 seconds of my life. Daniel Adam out here. Daniel's a multi-time late model winner in the Monsters of Dirt. Brandon Torres joined the league just earlier today. Comes out here and qualifies second. So we can look at these qualifying results now. See, another thing I was thinking, Casey, is you also use the basic one. You don't use a one with NASCAR timers and all that stuff and the tower and the ticker. When I first started, all I used was the basic one too. So maybe I need to go back to that because I know which one you're using.
Loud and clear.
And I'm using it a lot more tonight than I used to. But with my freezing up, it's been messing me up. We'll see how we do tonight.
I just stuck to all the basic stuff as far as the streaming goes.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You don't want to be freezing up like I have been, but I think a lot of my issues, 100%, I live in the country and I get my kids on their games and just only so much internet to go around. Get that camera angle there. I should have sent you the camera angles. That's another big thing we got to work on, man. The camera angles make a big difference. Klein Everhart starts there. That beautiful number 8, painted by AC2 Skins just for this series. Glad to see Klein out here. Would love to see more of the ECR boys. They have been taking a long break from iRacing, I'm sure. We'll see Brumbelow if he's ever off on a Monday night. There's Torres in the 95. Adams in the 75. Hunter Parsons in that nice-looking number 0. Everybody's got some good-looking hot rods, don't they, guys?
Oh yeah, good looking cars out there tonight. So I didn't know that we wasn't doing no heat racing, so we're just straight from qualifying to 150 laps, ain't we?
Yes, sir. Not unless this series grows to the point, and if it grows to the point we need heat races, what we'll do is we'll start the top 20 off qualifying and then have a last chance race. But we'll see how the series grows, but hopefully we just get us a good 20 to 30 good competitors that show up every week and got good racing as we got a green flag out. And a long race ahead, 150 laps ahead. a short track like this, it can go quick if we have good, clean racing. I know we have a good field of drivers here. There's only a few.
Jump, but we were even.
There's only a few question marks out here, new guys.
So if you guys are watching live right now on TikTok and you want to get in on this, you can private message me and I'll get you the link to the Discord and see if we can get you signed up, get you out here racing with these guys. So how much saving will these guys have to do as far as tire wise?
Well, they got two
I didn't see a lot of fall off in practice. Not on a short run, anyways.
Dylan Miller gets loose there, puts it up against the wall, but he gets it going before the caution comes out. Cody Shantz is already in the pits for some reason. Maybe Cody didn't start. Maybe I'm not seeing him. Yeah, he's not out here.
Yeah, he's already exited out.
So is fuel going to be an issue with this 150 lap race?
I will have to make a stop.
Okay.
Definitely got to make a stop, but they go a long ways. Casey running that TikTok stream. That looks nice, Casey.
Thank you, buddy.
I don't even want to talk about mine because it's actually working, guys. But Clyde Everhart. Here's, I'll pull up this battle box. We'll see what's up. Because some of these times of all these guys, what we got going on here.
We've got Daniel Adams has moved up one spot already, and Hunter's moved up one spot. Tim's went up 2 spots. And Brandon's went down 3. Bryson's come up 4 spots already. Anthony's went down 2 spots. And Brandon's went down 1 spot. Joseph Grandy's up 2 spots right now. Curtis Daffrin's up 2 spots. Chris Long is down 2 spots. Gene Wolf is up 2 spots. And Dylan's down 5 spots, and the other one's in the pits. So seems like some of these guys are trying to go ahead and push towards the front of the field, ain't they?
Yeah, you know, you can't wait too long on a smaller field like this. A guy like Klein Everhart will be on your bumper quick, ready to lap you as Chris Long and Gene Wolf straighten it out back there. They were side by side. They really need to line it up and get a good run out of this first run here, because with this low car count and the talent we have in this field, we may not have a caution for a while. But I made it jinxed us. That's not Tim Trowbridge in the second. Man, that's Daniel Adams. What am I talking about? Trowbridge in the 74. He's in 4th place. We got a 74 and a 75. Hunter Parsons goes up there and gives Daniel Adams a bump, and then he spins, and I'm like, oh, man. Oh, and Hunter's going to take it into the wall. Oh, they bust up all their cars there. Looks like Hunter gave him a shot going into the corner. It turned into a lot more than a shot. Let's see what we have going on here.
It's like he gave him a little bump there and pushed Daniel up the track some, and then they barely caught, bumpers caught each other on the exit there and spun him around.
Yeah, no, Hunter's a clean dude. He didn't mean to do that. Trowbridge drove into the back of him. That's going to give them all pretty good damage early on. I said earlier, I wish I'd have went ahead and given them a fast repair since we had a smaller car count. Hopefully they can get them fixed up. I'd say that's probably an EOL on a Hunter. What do you think? I think that's probably 100%, but he's probably going to the pits anyway. If I can ever find the EOL button. What am I doing here, guys? Where's the
Can you let me know when you want the green?
What the green?
You want the green?
Can you yell? Oh, damn it, I cannot find where.
Well, we're going green now.
It won't let me yell. Nobody. Huh. This is weird. It's like I'm not a admin. Well, Hunter just gonna catch a break there. That's not fair to Daniel, but we'll race on. Let's go back to green. Clyde Everhart gonna take him back to the green flag here.
We're live already, John.
Got a black flag that comes out.
Yes, dang it. Thanks for calling that out. I was wondering why my overlay wasn't working. On lap 26 and 150. Daniel just running up front, trying to hold on and not go another lap down. That's just a little bumper run gone wrong. Daffern's up to the bumper right now of Hunter Parsons as they come out of turn 4, rip it down into 1 and 2. These laps are clicking off pretty quick right now. Klein Everhart's been in control of this field pretty good. These two guys behind him are pretty fast hot rods. You got Anthony Chubb-Cottle and Joseph Grandy in 4th and 5th. Curtis Stafford and Gene Wolfe back there 6th and 7th with Christopher Long, Brandon Briggs, and Torres rounding out your top 10. Tim Trowbridge has got horrible damage after that first run. That's going to cost him big. His left front looks like it's stuck up in his car. I don't even know how he's driving it right now. Really feel bad about not giving him one fast repair. If I knew it was under 20 cars, we definitely would have. But one thing about iRacing, once you start off the lobby, you're stuck.
Looks like Hunter's got some left front end damage too. Guess where he got up under the back of Daniel there.
Yeah, and then they all came together and went to the wall, and I think Hunter wrecked himself pretty good, just feeling bad about wrecking Daniel.
Bryson just made a move on Hunter and passed him on the inside. Bryson's up to the 2nd position now.
We're watching that live as you were calling that, as Bryson is looking good in that 18 car. He's won a late model stock championship with us in the NHMRL. He won the Challenger Series, which was on asphalt and dirt last year.
Right now, he's up 8 positions, following behind him is Curtis Stafford. He's up 7 positions, and Gene Wolfe is up 7 positions. So they're really making some moves out there.
And they're cashing in on some other guys' bad luck. It's a long season. You get a drop, and several of these guys will probably be here most of the season. So that was a pretty big wreck early on. 74 and 75 were both in that first wreck. They're struggling back here in the back, just trying to hold on to get to the next caution and maybe get a little repair done. The leaders are coming as Bryson Dafford's looking to the inside of Klein Everhart. Here comes Dafford. Dafford won the championship in the ECC in the Super Late Models. Wrapped that up a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he did really good in the Super Late Models. He had a little bit of a rough start there. Him and Riley Putnam got into each other right coming to the checkered flag and it messed him up there. So that was one that he should have won, but they got tangled up on that one. But he still come back around and racked up enough points and run away with the points championship.
I've been watching Chubb. He gets passed by Curtis. Curtis running really good tonight. They used to call him Slow Daffer, just joking around. They messed with him, but he has gotten faster and more consistent. Looks like he's ready to run good in this series. We'll see this series back on track again 2 Monday nights from now at New Smyrna Speedway for the World 60, which is another 150 lapper. Says Chris Long crashed here. Let's see what happened. Oh, something happened bad. He got off the throttle or something. The 95 got up into him pretty good there. He should have got a yellow. He's an admin. He could have thrown that yellow. Smaller field tonight, so there's not a ton of action, but right now we do have quite a bit. As Klein Everhart is second place, trying to get around a lap car at Trowbridge. Trowbridge is definitely a points racer, and he'll try to get every points he can get out of this, but that was a bad way to start the race there. As Parsons got into the back of the 75, created a little chaos, and Tim Trowbridge got the worst of it looks like. Daniel went in and spent a little bit longer time in the pit road. His left front's a little damaged too. He's a little faster, but he's a little farther back. He's 13th. Last car on the lead lap right now. How's the weather been up there in Kentucky, guys? You guys been dealing with any of that ice?
Yeah, cold and ice. Snow.
Warmed up a little bit today, and I think it just melted some of the ice, but it's still laid on top of the rest of the ice that didn't melt, and it's already froze back over.
Dang it, man. We're over a third through the race right now. Stafford's pulled away with a 2.5 lead. That's Bryson Stafford. He's got a 2.5 lead over Klein Everhart, who led several laps early on. Hunter Parsons, he's running third with his damage. Curtis Stafford's running really good in that 15 car. Gene Wolf moved up to the top 5. Curtis and Gene started 8. They both gained 8 and 9 spots. So good run for them guys. Chubb, you eating them tires off? What's going on with your car out there?
I don't know. It ain't felt right since the beginning of the race. My wheel settings, I tried. My steering settings ain't working or something good.
We'll ride along with the leader, Bryson Daffers. He's coming up to Chris Long. Chris Long had that little incident where it almost looked like he lost power coming off the corner, and the car behind him just didn't jump off the throttle in time and ran him over. Might have got loose coming off the corner too. I didn't think about that. Some of these guys could really use a caution and get some tires on their car. Get 2 sets of tires. They're coming up into 1 fast repair. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we're going to force everybody to get better like we did on dirt back in the day. But it is kind of a drag on a 150 lap race to wreck on lap 3.
Thank you.
Right now, Tim Trowbridge is the last car on the lead lap. Is Brandon Biggs. Looks like Brandon Biggs in 9th place is getting passed by Daffern right now as he's going to go a lap down. That'll be the first car in line for a lucky dog. Everybody's spread out quite a bit. I can see this race going a long time. Chuck, can everybody make it to the end from here?
No. I think make about 110 laps on a tank of fuel, somewhere in there, 100. So I've got 44 laps left right now.
Green flag stops would be interesting at a track like this. You never know what could happen. Bryson Dafford's looking to the inside, and he's going to go by Grandy. Bryson Dafford is really running good right now. Klein Everhart's not too far behind. Chubb's running in 6th, but this small track and low car count, Dafford's coming. He's only probably about 4 seconds back. He's charging pretty hard.
He's a second and a half behind me.
Yeah, second and a half behind you. All right, I definitely didn't estimate that one right. We're coming up on halfway here in about 6 laps. Not sure if this series builds up. This year would be a good looking race with about 25-30 cars. These are some good looking hot rods. I'm not gonna lie, this is the one series I wouldn't mind racing. I love super late models on asphalt. Late model stops.
Ross's running into some heavy lap traffic right here, and he's got them racing side by side, trying to figure out how to get around them.
Yeah, it looks like he's in the middle of a hornet's nest right now as he's lapping 6th place right now.
It's Daniel Adams, ain't it, next in line?
Yeah,
He's already lapped down.
Yep, he'll be going 2 laps down as he's trying to get back on the lead lap himself. Coming to halfway here. There's going to be some pit stop action happening here soon. Something's going to happen. It's not going to be all roses here in a minute. I know the first 2 or 3 cars did not pit, so we sure got pit stops coming here in the next 20-30 laps.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I had to go in the pit. My arms were killing me.
Watching them from the stands here. Trowbridge is still driving that car with that crooked tire as hard as he can. Still faster than some guys out there, even with the busted tire. Dafford's got to Adam. Daniel's driving really good for somebody who said he hasn't driven a lot of asphalt. He's doing really good out here. I think he'd be battling for the win right now if it wasn't for getting caught up in that wreck and getting turned around. There's a big bunch of cars here where it looks like they're going to go 3 wide back here. $70 laps to go. We've had 1 caution or 2?
One, just one.
Just 1 caution. Now Anthony is the first car a lap down. He'd get the lucky dog if there were a caution. Brakes hard coming out of the corner and drives it hard down the front straightaway. It's like he is the class of the field right now, Klein Everhart's.
He's not too far behind him, though, is he?
No, not too bad. Let's go. There's a battle box up here. It'll tell me exactly where everybody's at here. Looks like.
Looks like we got one slow down there at the bottom.
Yep,
Daniel Adams pulling in.
taking it to the pits, but a lot of guys are going to need to, but Daniel might be retired, and yeah, I think he did retire after going 2 laps down. What do you think, Chubb? How many laps till you got to pit?
About 18 more laps.
Almost 18 laps of your life, ain't it?
Yeah.
Bryson Daffer doesn't mind this tire strategy as he's way out front. Klein Everhart second, Hunter Parsons third. Curtis Daffer's kept on the lead lap as well as Gene Wolfe. Gene Wolfe's trying to hold off Daffer right now. Bryson Daffer. Bryson's looking to lap into the top 5 here. So what can happen at a short track like this with only 13, 14 cars on the track and long runs? The class of the field really can show why they're the class of the field. It's pretty obvious. Look at the way he drives away from Gene there. Bryson's got great control of his car, asphalt or dirt. He's one of the better racers in all the Monster Racing Series. Thought about throwing a competition, but I didn't want to change the rules mid-race. You know how I am about that. I was thinking about it at 75 and 100 because it's going to be hard for them to get green flag stops here. It's not going to be the easiest thing, but I think it might make the race interesting, so I'm just going to stick with it. One thing I don't ever like to do is change those rules, especially in the middle of a competition. Once the competition starts, we stick with what we're doing. How many cars you got signed up as of this moment there, Casey?
I think we're looking somewhere around 12 right now.
12. I was going to talk to Hayden and Tucker and see if I couldn't sponsor them into the series.
Yeah, see if we can get as many people as we can in there.
Hell no, you don't want them in there. They'll take all your money.
John, are you on the field right now?
What'd he say?
Ask him about fuel break.
Who asked that?
Bryson.
I hadn't planned a competition caution. Enough of you would rather do competition caution than green flag will stop, so we can do that.
It don't matter to me. I just need to know I got a pit now.
And just do it how you're supposed to do it. Be careful on pit road, guys. Everybody's dealing with the same thing. Yeah, I got some ideas off this race for the next race, guys. Hopefully we get a few more cars, but I got a few ideas I might throw in there. Like competition cautions. The 5 flag. It's just so hard to do the green flag. Even caution pit stops are really tough. to not go lap down and all kinds of stuff. Because everybody's on pit road right now. Not everybody, but the Daffrons are. Hopefully they can get on and off pit road without speeding or needing to clear black and all that stuff. As Daffron Bryson's on and off now. Let's see if he can get off the... What is it?
I got 7 minutes of optional repairs.
Did you hit the entrance rolling into
yeah.
That's what I thought I seen, but
barely
sure.
clipped.
Can you still drive it, or is she done?
I don't know. It felt funny going down pit road like it's turning right, so I'm gonna say probably not.
Hunter Parsons is the leader. He's gonna have to come on the pit road. There he goes. It's a tough one. I probably should have helped everybody out and just did a competition caution. But like I said, I don't like changing the rules of the game in the middle of the race and all that stuff. Somebody might have been counting on that. So we're just gonna go here as Klein's getting his tires. We'll see how it all shakes out. Right now, Brandon Torres is the leader. I know some cars had to pit on that first pit stop. Anybody remember what lap that first caution was on?
It was very early.
They
couldn't make it now.
Okay, let me go back here.
Getting in. I'm pit.
Well, that wasn't it. Torres and Gene Wolf's on pit road. Gene's going to lead a lap. He's going to get that point. Pretty sure I got it set up that if you lead a lap, you get a point in the series. Let's see, that's pretty easy. One bonus point for the pole. Finish the race, you get a bonus point. You get a bonus point if you finish with 0 incidents. But you have to finish the race. Yellow flag. There we go. Let's go. What we needed.
That was my fault, Klein. I wasn't trying to get you. This thing's just not turning. I think you were just right on the corner.
Got like a big car by.
As Klein comes around Trowbridge and gets turned. But luckily for Klein, he keeps it. Let's make sure.
Oh, I get it, but I just got tired. Know that was coming.
He's got broke suspension. That was an accident. You could totally tell from my view. But that doesn't make it any better. But Klein at least gets it turned around. Y'all have 2 sets, so he could always go get him a set of tires if he wanted to here. Or not. Don't matter to me. Let's see what these boys do here. Here's Bryson. They got the pit stops done.
Double checking our carts on leader in the box or on green.
It's in the start zone and it's on the leader, yes. And the suggestion box is definitely open, guys, after this race. So we'll build it from here, but I definitely want suggestions. That's one thing, guys. Usually, is that Bryson saying that?
I couldn't hear exactly what he said.
I couldn't either.
Said something about passing a pace car.
Somehow I got black flags. Same.
So it told me to stay behind the pace car, and then right as we were going into 3 and 4, it told me to pass.
Green flag's out.
Bryson's your leader again. He's running away with it a little bit. Got Hunter probably straight away behind him, I would say.
Yeah, he's got them by a good 7-8 car lengths already as they dive off into turn 1 and 2.
Looks like Con Everhart's pushing pretty hard, trying to get his lap back, ain't he?
Yeah, how did he get a lap down? Lap 122 of 50 right now. I'm not sure how Klein got a lap down, if he is a lap down. Let's see here.
Shows him one.
Huh, that sucked. It must have been while he was on pit road getting those tires. That sucks for Klein, but luckily for him, it's a smaller field. He's still got a top 6 finish in front of him if we finished right now, but we got 26 laps ahead. Bryson's still your leader. Coming to 25 to go. Hunter Parsons second. Brandon Torres has had a good run out here in his league debut in the 95 car. Gene Wolf and Curtis Daffern's 4th and 5th. Klein Everhart, like I said, he's in 6th. Tim Trowbridge, man, look at that tire. He can barely make it through the corners, but he's still running 7th. I'm telling you, if Tim gets it in his mind to run for points, this could be a run that's you talk about later towards a championship. Brandon Biggs is out here in that Miller Lite car. He's ran all night here in 8th place. Christopher Long knocked the front end off of it, but he's still here getting points. Looks like he's in a modified running night. Dylan Miller struggled all night, but right now he's got a top 10 going. Chubb, you just park him up.
Yeah.
And Anthony Chubb Cottle parks it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to gain no spots.
Look at Klein Everhart doing everything he can to run down Brett Dafford and get his lap back the right way. The race is on there as Dafford's got the lead easily. Dang, Gene Wolf is in 2nd. And looks like Hunter Parsons just got into it. See what happened here. Gene Wolf went to the inside of Hunter. Got loose, went up and bam, wrecked Hunter. They're basically teammates, so I'll let that one fight it out. And anyways, Hunter was looking at an EOL earlier in the race, so it all worked out. That's kind of mean for me to say it that way.
That's on me, John.
Race on, he got away with one earlier. Hunter's gonna go try to get it fixed here. Gene Wolf's gonna be in 2nd place. Kind of the same scenario as earlier when Hunter got loose and got into Adam. He ended up coming out of it in 2nd. Gene's having a good run tonight. Didn't look too good early in the race, but that's 62 Busch Light. What is it? What Keelan? Is it?
That one's Kevin, I think.
I know what's Kevin's the 62.
Let's say. I don't know.
No, I think Keelan's the 62, ain't he? I don't know if that's a Keelan Harvick car. I think this is. I don't know. No, I doubt it. Not with Busch Light. That could be Kevin Harvick. You're right. Bryson Dafford, green flag's out. What do we got? About 16 laps to go. Casey, you still with us?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Sitting back and watching. Did that right there put Klein back on the lead lap?
Yeah, he got the lucky dog. He's in 3rd place, but he's got to get around these lap cars to get up there and run. Watch out for him to go up there and at least take 2nd place. He's got some good tires. Dafford's pulling away with 15 to go, and he knows he's got to go. Because earlier, Klein was running him down as a lap car.
Klein's raced with you guys for a long time. He was last season's limited late model champion, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did. That 17 race touring series. Might end up replicating something with that series again this year. That was a pretty fun series. Yep, him and Adam Holbert came all the way down to the last lap of that series, and that's the first time we ran a championship chase type thing on dirt. It was pretty fun. We might have to do something else like that. Season 17 of the limited 17 races. It was a wild. Weren't they all 100 lappers? I think they were.
Yeah, I believe it's 100 laps and caution laps for counting, I believe.
Yeah.
Klein's made it right up to the back of Gene Wolfe right now. He's looking to pass for the second position.
Klein looks good right now. He looks like he's been about the second best car since about lap 30. Bryson got around him, and Bryson's been the class of the field since. Gene's making that car really wide right now. He's making it hard to pass. Klein gets to run up onto his bumper. He's looking to the inside of him. Gene only gives him about half a lane. Klein needs a whole lane. 9 laps to go. Curtis Tavern's having a hell of a run in 4th place. He's trying to hold off Trowbridge. I think Trowbridge is still a lap down, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a lap down. Curtis is the last car.
Yeah, so Curtis has got a top 4 locked up. That's pretty nice for Curtis. Bryson Daffern is driving down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, coming to 6 to go.
Bryson's slowly catching up to the lap of traffic there, so hopefully that don't mess him up or slow him down so the second and third place catches up to him.
I think Bryson's got it on cruise control right now. Gene Wolfe is actually surprisingly held off Klein Everhart here. I thought Klein was going to pick him off pretty easily. That ECR number 8 looks really nice. We're coming to 3 sticks to go. He's 3 laps to go. $500s this Sunday, isn't it, boys?
Yeah.
Who we picking?
What is it this Sunday?
Daytona 500.
500.
Final lap for Bryson Daffern. He's dominated the last 120 laps of this race. He rips it down the back straightaway, and he's gonna get the win as we got contact in the back as Gene gets a little bump. Bryson comes off 4, and that's going to be win number 1 of the season for Bryson Daffern. Gene Wolfe holds on at the line. Did he get it?
That was fun, buddy. Good run.
Yep, Gene got it. And Klein was in third.
Good run. Gene Wolfe holds on as the
Good job.
Klein Everhart and Curtis Daffern round out your top 4. Torres, Biggs. All right, guys, I'll do everything I can to add a few more drivers. Y'all get your buddies in here, too. Let's get some more drivers in the series. Make it fun. I appreciate you guys coming out. And Bryson Daffern, if you'll come to the tower, we'll give you a quick interview before we get out of here. Good job. Nice win. Good run, everybody else. Gene Wolfe, Klein Everhart. If y'all want to come to the tower, we'll interview you too.
Good job, everybody. Y'all have a good night.
Yes, Bryson Daffern. Let's go to the NHMRL winners circle here. Bryson Daffern. Man, about 20 laps after that race got going, you found another gear and pulled away from these boys. How'd you do it tonight, man?
I mean, I just tried to be patient in the beginning. No, I didn't. I got off work kind of late, got home kind of. I got in here right as qualifying started, so I just went out there, turned some laps to see what the car felt like. I knew it would come around. I just had to be patient, not get myself in any trouble. I almost did, actually, whenever those guys wrecked on the front straightaway up ahead of me. I almost got into that, and thankfully I didn't. No, I knew you can push these cars a little bit harder. The tire fall off not as bad as some of the others. So once I found me a good rhythm, where I can make up speed and carry as much momentum through the corner, I just tried to do that, and then once I got to the front, I started actually slowing down and making sure I hooked the bottom, didn't try to wear out the right or get the right front too hot, and just try to manage the pace and manage the gap back to second place.
You did a damn good job of that. We got a long season ahead. It's a series where you've run only periodically throughout the year, so hopefully you jump in on the right nights and go after another championship here. But this is a good way to start it. You got out here, and Klein Everhart was definitely somebody who could run with you. That's for sure. He was running good there at the end, but you just, like I said, it just seemed like once you got the good feel of the track, you just pulled away. So we'll see you. See if you can do it again in 2 weeks at New Smyrna for the World Series 60. So, good race out there again, Bryson. You want to thank anybody before we jump out of here?
Just the guys at Bad Racing. My brother. We've added a couple guys. Casey's coming over, hanging out with us now, and just thanks to you for putting on these different leagues, giving us a place to race. SRT or not SRT. J&M Automotive. LBM Racing, Ty Rogers. And like I said, just thanks to you for putting this deal on. We wouldn't have anywhere to race on these days if you didn't come back like you did, and we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We got Casey in the booth. Hopefully we can get the car counts up and get Casey out here every Monday with me and put on a little better show out here with two of us yapping. So appreciate it, Bryson. Good job on another win, man.
No, thank you guys.
All right, man. Good job out there. Gene Wolfe comes out and shows out in that 62. Was that a Kevin Harvick car or a Keelan Harvick car?
I think it's a Kevin Harvick car. Just found it. I bought this car 10 minutes before the lobby opened and never drove it before. Ate dinner for half the practice session, so we didn't really get a feel of the car until we were racing.
It looks like that last run, I thought for sure Klein was going to go up there and eat you up, and you held him off good, and he did everything he could by racing you clean and just couldn't quite make the pass on you. He held on to second place, so that's a hell of a good way to start the season there and get a couple points on your buddies there. Hunter Parsons is going to have a lot better runs than 8th place, so it was a good run out there for you, man, and good to see you running back up here in the tower. So, anything you want to comment on the race?
It was fun. The race with Clyde, that last restart, we came back out. I knew Hunter and them didn't have tires and came up there. Well, of course, we're in the Discord with Hunter, and he told me I was going to have to pass him on the outside. He chopped me coming in, so knew that was coming. And then that restart's not what I wanted because Klein was right there on me, and he was definitely faster than I was. And that last lap, he came in, tried to give me a bump. I about lost it on the backstretch, saved it. He pushed me high, and we had to be a nose coming across the line. That was fun running with him. Glad he kept it clean, and we could finish like that.
Yeah, we're looking at it right here. You barely got him, man. Barely, but that's second place. That's a one whole point, and one whole point might make the difference in a points position later on in this season as we're not racing for a lot of money, but you know how we do it. We're racing for that clout. So every position matters, and the champion of this series actually wins a $40 entry into the Snowball Derby in December. So champion does win a little something. But all right, guys. Well, it was good having y'all out. Casey, I appreciate you joining us tonight, buddy.
You're welcome. I guess I'll be seeing you tomorrow night with the Dirt Series.
Yep, you'll be in the car tomorrow. I'll get to talk about you out there in that 92 hot rod. And Chubb, as always, appreciate you for everything you do. Sir. As we got us trifecta in the booth tonight. Gene, did you want to thank anybody before we jump?
Yeah, I thank all the boys over at Wolf Racing, iRacing, iFlag, you guys for putting everything on, Racing for Heroes, and the wife for letting me race every night.
Yeah, Gene. Well, good job, and appreciate everybody who makes this happen. We're going to wrap it up once again. We'll be back with the Monsters of Dirt tomorrow night. 3 big races. We got the street stocks for race number 9 of 10 for the season, and then we go championship racing. All 3 races, well, we'll be at Knoxville tomorrow, but 2 of them will be championship races, the 358 Modifieds, where Jamie Massey tries to win his 8th championship, with Austin Good trying to win his first right on his bumper. And we got the 410 sprints that if long as Joseph Grandy doesn't put it in the grandstands, I think he might be getting his first Monsters of Dirt championship. So fun racing tomorrow night. And in 2 weeks, we'll be at near Smyrna for race number 2 of this series. That's a wrap tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody. We'll see y'all next time.
Coming from a few rows back, and when I looked, I couldn't believe just what I saw. She said,